So today we're going to talk about Deadpool, and not the movie Deadpool, but the game Deadpool, which no one really seems to talk about, and for very good reasons actually. Like today Deadpool is really popular, like the franchise of movie is extremely popular, and the only thing that seems to be good about Marvel these days, like Marvel right now is doing So as I said, the game was not really that popular, and the reasons were the game released in 2013, and the original Deadpool movie will not be released for the next 3 years. So majority of the people who are Deadpool fans right now didn't really have any idea who Deadpool was at that time, and not only that, the game came out in a really bad timing. Like the game came out in 2013. As I said, it came out like 3 years before the main movie Deadpool, the original movie. But when the game came out, we got games like banging games like Assassin's Creed Black Flag, Call of Duty Ghosts, the original Arkham Asylum games, Geometry Dash, Last of Us, and GTA fucking 5 came out in 2013. 2013. Holy hell, bro, we are getting old. And not to mention the best game in gaming history, Devil May Cry reboot. So the game came out in 2013, and when you are making a game about a comic book character or any character in general, you want to make sure that the character is popular or made a couple of movies so you can piggyback off that popularity so your game is popular as well, right? Like take Superman on the Nintendo 64 as an example. The game was terrible by God, but people still played it because they know the character Superman and they thought, well, Superman is in this game, it must be good. It wasn't. The game was horrible, but but we know the game is horrible because people played the game. Otherwise, we won't even know if the game was popular or bad. People just mostly ignore it because it's a random character, but it is not a random character. They know it's Superman, so they played it, and turned out the game is horrible. So there was still 3 year gaps between the movie and the game. So people really have no idea who Deadpool was at the time. So why will you play a game about a random, technically a bootleg Spider-Man when you can play a game about Spider-Man, right? So you don't want to play a game about a bootleg Spider-Man. You probably want to play about actual Spider-Man. And Deadpool design is pretty much like Spider-Man. So you would think that Deadpool is basically bootleg Spider-Man. And anyways, getting off topic. So many people know the game and no one really talked about it. But so that's the gist of it. Why Deadpool wasn't popular. Like I think I gave you a pretty good summary why Deadpool wasn't popular. Now for the game in which you go from point A to point B, beating some people up, probably killing them in the process, and saving the day on that day. Today, I don't know, man, what's the point of God of War? That story is really complicated. Anyways, so there's the main gameplay, right? You go from point A to point B, exploring a little bit here and there and killing everyone. Now if you ask me, I personally don't really bother exploring the game first. I just wanna play the game as is. I wanna play the game for the combat, for how the game actually plays, the gameplay part of the game. And if I love a game, then I would bother exploring. For example, Devil May Cry 5, I love the game. So just because I love the game so much, I did bother exploring, like seeing what's outside of the play area. If I don't like the game at the first place, I do not bother exploring. As you get older and older, you do want to spend time on the non-gameplay part of the game, and you just want to focus on the gameplay part. Like when I was a kid, I would love exploring in any other game. I didn't have like gaming machine when I was a kid, but I would, when I get the chance of playing this kind of game, I would love to explore. But as you get older and older, the time window of you getting to play the game is a luxury. So whenever I'm getting the time to play a game, I don't want to explore a game. I don't want to spend 2 goddamn hours looking for an Eden's apple. God of War, like I don't know, man. I really hate that part. Like the God of War, don't get me wrong, I love the God of War series. Even though I didn't got to play like old versions, this is why I don't understand the story. But I do love the combat in the God of War, and I do wanna play it. But this guy takes like 6 business days to get from this combat zone to another combat zone. Like, yeah, I Kratos, listen up, buddy. When I really get to play a game, bro. So when I do, I wanna kill some people. What the hell? Aren't you supposed to be God of War? Aren't you supposed to be known for killing people? Here you're battling about for like 10 minutes, talking with the sun. Actually, not talking. You just say yes or no. Mostly no. what the hell? So yeah, this is the this is why I kind of don't really enjoy God of War, because this guy, I spent 6 minutes looking for a fucking Eden's apple. What the fuck? Oh my god, I'm getting off topic. So yeah, but in this game you do want to explore, because Deadpool actually knows that there is a guy who is controlling him, which is you. So Deadpool has full idea that there's a idiot who is controlling him. So and he basically interacts with you in the whole game. Whenever you're gonna do something stupid, you're gonna do something that you're not supposed to do. You're waiting and not pressing a button, like taking a piss or something. I don't know. The Deadpool interacts with you. He interacts with you constantly, and he just says the most random and funniest thing ever, which is amazing. Like the first level you get dropped into is his room, which is lovely, and you can interact with almost 16 stuff here. And usually I would not care. I would just do my random thing and move on. But here you do wanna, because he said something funny about anything you interact with, and this is not just here. It's everywhere. Whenever you're doing something, interacting with something, he talks with you constantly, and this is what makes the game so fun and engaging. You wanna engage, or you wanna interact with the game in every way humanly possible. Like, if there's a button showing on your screen, right, if you not press it, Deadpool interacts with you.
Why are we watching TV with our full costume on?
Because I get the feeling someone is watching us.
If you press it too much, Deadpool interacts with you.
Enough with the damn beer. Healing factor won't let me get drunk anyway.
If you do something questionable, Deadpool interacts with you.
Don't make me do this, please.
He interacts with you like in every shape or form possible, which is amazing. Now for the story of the game, the story is like pretty simple. Deadpool wants to make a game about himself, so he calls a developer team or a dev team to talk about the game he want to make, and they said, no, why we wanna make a game about you? Fuck off, and shuts the call. And Deadpool, fitting his character, he blows up his home. And the guy calls back like, hey, I just said no, rejected your game idea 2 seconds ago. I like to apologize, please don't kill my family. And voila, we got ourselves a game. And yeah, this is the main gist of it. I don't want to get in deep. I know I can, but I will be doing injustice to the game. Like, the game is really amazing. The dev team, like how much attention they put into the game is absolutely amazing. So I don't wanna just like tell you all there is. Like if I tell you like what happened here, there, like all the funny bits, you would not play the game. Like, why would you bother playing if I just tell you everything? This is an experience that I think you should experience yourself, because the game is that amazing, and I don't think I should be spoiling it for you. So I highly recommend that you check the game out, because it's amazing. If you love the Deadpool movies or like anything regarding Deadpool, I highly recommend this game, bro. This is amazing. And now for the not amazing part of the game, which is the combat. I mean, it's alright for 2013, really. To be honest, the game combat is not bad. The game combat is good. The game combat is okay, but I have been spoiled. I have played we are playing modern games, right? So I have been spoiled by the game like God of War, Devil May Cry, and the best game, like for me, and the peak of gaming combat, I don't think any game will beat this game in terms of combat, is Sekiro. Like, I have been like, even though I was struggling with Sekiro, like at first I was thinking this is a hard game, I'll just try to beat for my channel or whatever, but I fell in love with the combat of this game. Like, I have finished Sekiro 6 times and I still decide to play this game. Well, I am not gonna start talking about Sekiro. It can be a video on its own, but in terms of combat, the only game that can, I think, beat Sekiro in combat is Sekiro 2, whenever it's coming. Why is mom so big? So as you can tell, I have been spoiled by modern games. But if you exclude the modern games, and again, what carries the entire game is Deadpool himself. He carries the entire game. His personality, his comedic timing, his fourth wall breaking. This is what carries the entire game. The combat is just a cherry on top. The combat is a bridge that takes you from point A to point B. And again, the combat is not bad. The combat is really good, alright. It's just we have been spoiled by better combat. So yeah, this is all there is. Like, I don't really want to go into details, because this is really something that you should be experiencing yourself, and I will do injustice if I just give all the information to you. So I think you should be exploring and seeing how the game really feels like. And I heard someone say Jump Force is apparently a bad game. Like it feels like a dream for any anime loving person. Like a game where everyone duke it out. What the hell? It feels amazing. And people are saying this game is not good, it's bad. Like apparently Steam has removed it. So what the hell? We're gonna try it and see how it's like, shall we?